The Red Sea is a vital artery for global trade, connecting the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. For centuries, empires fought for control of its shores and trade routes. Today, it's a critical shipping lane. Millions of barrels of oil and countless goods pass through daily. Any disruption here, like the Suez Canal blockage, sends shockwaves worldwide. The Red Sea's geography makes it a natural choke point, with the Bab el-Mandeb Strait and Suez Canal as key gateways. Control over these points means leverage in global affairs. Navies from around the world patrol these waters, protecting interests and projecting power. For coastal nations like Egypt, Sudan, Eritrea, and Djibouti, the Red Sea is a path to prosperity, but also a source of risk. Global powers are investing in ports and infrastructure, transforming local economies. But this attention brings complex geopolitical challenges. These nations must balance their own development with the ambitions of larger countries. The Red Sea is now a stage for economic and military strategies to collide. Its future will shape the fate of the nations along its shores and the world beyond. The world's eyes are fixed on this ancient waterway. China's Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, is reshaping global trade. The Maritime Silk Road, a key part of BRI, runs straight through the Red Sea. For China, this route is essential for exporting goods and importing energy. Stability here is a matter of national security for Beijing. China's approach is different from the West. It offers loans and builds infrastructure, not political systems. Ports, railways, and industrial zones are springing up along the Red Sea, funded by Chinese investment. This strategy gives China influence without military confrontation. Countries receiving Chinese investment often align more closely with Beijing's interests. The BRI is changing the region's physical and political landscape. China is building a network of friendly ports, reducing its dependence on Western-controlled routes. This infrastructure-led diplomacy is a powerful tool. The Red Sea is becoming a permanent fixture in China's global strategy. As China anchors itself here, its presence is felt in every shipment that passes through. The BRI is not just about trade, it's about shaping a new world order. The Red Sea is now a critical link in China's global ambitions. China's Red Sea strategy centers on a network of strategic ports. Djibouti is the crown jewel, home to both a modern commercial port and China's first overseas military base. This dual presence signals China's long-term commitment to the region. In Egypt, Chinese companies are deeply involved in the Suez Canal economic zone, developing industrial parks and logistics hubs. These investments secure China's access to one of the world's busiest maritime choke points. China is also eyeing ports in Sudan and Eritrea, expanding its reach along the African coast. Each new partnership strengthens China's string of pearls, a chain of ports stretching from Asia to Africa and Europe. This network gives China flexibility and redundancy in its supply chains. It also extends the operational reach of China's navy, allowing for global power projection. The Red Sea ports are a vital link connecting China's projects across the Indian Ocean to Europe. Commercial ports double as logistical hubs for Chinese warships. This strategy is transforming the Red Sea into a cornerstone of China's global presence. The region is now a key node in China's expanding maritime network. China's influence is built on infrastructure, not occupation. Ports, railways, and power grids are the tools of its modern strategy. This approach appeals to developing nations with urgent infrastructure needs. Unlike Western loans, Chinese financing is fast and often comes without political strings. Every Chinese-built port or railway deepens economic ties and extends Beijing's reach. Critics warn of debt-trap diplomacy, where countries risk losing control of strategic assets if they can't repay loans. The evidence is debated, but the risks are real. Large debts can give China leverage over national policies. Still, China's model is reshaping global power. Influence now flows through trade routes and infrastructure, not just military might. The Red Sea is a proving ground for this new system. If China succeeds here, it sets a template for global influence. The West is struggling to respond to this challenge. The future of power may belong to those who build, not just those who command. The Red Sea is where this contest is playing out. The Red Sea's geopolitical landscape is transforming rapidly. China is now a permanent player, challenging the old Western order. The region is a crossroads for American, Chinese, Turkish, and Gulf state interests. Power here is no longer just about warships. It's about who controls the ports, railways, and trade routes. China's infrastructure-led approach is redefining influence. For local nations, this brings both opportunity and risk. They must navigate great power competition while protecting their own interests. The choices they make will shape their futures and the world's. The Red Sea is a bellwether for the new era of global power. What happens here will echo far beyond its shores. The 21st century story is being written along these ancient waters. The dragon's shadow now stretches across the Red Sea. A new era is dawning on this vital waterway.